That's up to old Amber Heard and Johnny Depp.
You know what?
Today has been interesting. Tell you that.
I'm still catching up. I'm watching streams where they're doing the whole trial. I'm
Yeah.
like on day maybe 2 or 3 because I want to see the whole thing. And but the person that I'm getting that's happening real time is people are just face palming like no tomorrow on what's happening. Like she had the sentiment of, oh, he was abusive, but the more information that comes out, what I'm seeing is she's a bull-faced liar.
You think?
I'm not really surprised. I mean, but I just find how poorly I'm finding this information, like how little time it took for find like and even what I saw the other day, I guess she was supposed to donate money to a cause and she didn't do it. Like, okay, that's bad. That's not good.
At all.
So I'm like, oh, but if she's in a very bad light. I mean, my goodness.
I take it from this point, Frost. I take it from this point. The point I take it is from a point of kind of rehashing a previous episode.
Mm-hmm.
But now that you're here, it gives you, some other levity is coming from it from a point of why aren't men believed?
Oh, yeah.
No matter how many times that it is seen in the news about women lying on men on matters such as this, that men face the decree of guilty until proven innocent.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how many times it may happen, it's always guilty until proven innocent. Why what is the default with believe all women? Because I'll tell you the problem with it. I'll tell you the problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
The unevenness. You believe the woman, you persecute the man, comes to find out that it's not true. It still takes forever for that man to get his name, his good name and reputation back.
Yep. And
The woman stays out of
back.
sight. The woman stays out of sight for a fraction of the time, and they completely forget about it or forgive her.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same. When a woman is found out to be lying, they never lambast her the way they do me.
No. And the thing that always bothered me, type of stuff, and then this probably doesn't make sense to me. I've had arguments about this. And lost date because of this is because I had to question, okay, removing all the truly bad guys out there, like all these, people who actually committed crimes and did absolutely horrible things. I said exclude those people because so many everybody guys are agreeing that, hey, they should do time, they should be punished. That's already a foregone conclusion. We're not going, yeah, we're glad that happened. They're like, wait, what? Who's saying that? There's very few people who would say anything like that. Okay, so but the thing I wanted to know was when it comes to the false accusations, when proven to be false, there should be some level of punishment to tell women that, look, you cannot do this. You cannot, if you have beef with this man for whatever reason, you cannot go and destroy his life. Yes, you may have had a bad relationship, but that doesn't give you the ability to destroy another man's life because you said he did these awful things, therefore he's going to jail or is doing time. That should not happen. And if it does happen, then once it's found out, then you should be punished.
Well, you know what? that is something that I believe should happen. I
Mhm.
also believe, and this is also a side note for the entire story, that that's something else that could be taken into account for frivolous lawsuits as well.
Yeah.
I believe that whatever happens to the man, whatever can potentially happen to the man,
Hmm.
if it's found out that you lied, it's going to happen to you.
Yep. There's several men who've been exonerated over time through Project Innocence and
Yeah,
things like
and
that.
that's the crazy. Those are men that have lost 5, 10, even 30 years of their life.
Yep.
We talk about it, we all know about the football players and college athletes,
Hmm.
but other people who they've had kids and grandkids and never knew who granddaddy was because
Yep.
he ends up with something he didn't do.
And one of the cases that brought this to my attention, because it happened during a time that I was old enough, was the Duke lacrosse case.
Oh, dude, that
And
right
those have
there,
some
that
people
was
will
something
go,
that was, yeah, that's terrible.
and some people go, oh, well, nowadays, oh, that's just a bunch of white boys. And I'm like, well, they attacked that black woman. He's like, oh, she's a stripper, this, that, and the other. To me, she lied. And she was proven to be a liar. And I think it was the district attorney, whoever that was, he's proven to be a liar.
Oh yeah,
And to me, those boys got railroaded. And even though proven not to have done that, to assaulted that woman, with by evidence, like actual evidence, like not being there, like I mean, but even without that, their name was already tarnished, like beyond belief, because the public opinion was they did it, they did it. There was some they call it rich white boys or something. They was up to no good and they did this. It's like without a foregone conclusion, they just accepted through the media that they just accepted that this happened. Didn't give any time for any evidence to come, any testimony to come, any proof. They just said they did it. They did it. They did it. They're outside their houses. They're picketing their houses. They're saying, go to jail, this or that and the other. That's a life changing experience, all for a lie. Just
yeah.
people put those selves in those shoes. How would you feel if you did nothing wrong? You're just minding your own business, and all of a sudden someone points their finger at you and say you're the most horrible thing ever in existence. And every the crowd shows up in your face, and everyone's telling that you're a horrible person. They want you to die. They want all of these things, and you know that you did nothing. You literally were in a room somewhere else, or not even on the campus. You were at the ATM somewhere, totally doing something different. And next thing you know, you get dragged in and say, "Hey, we said she pointed you out on the lineup that you did this." What? I wasn't even there. And hey, but we're gonna do it anyway. It takes months, if not years, and to find all this information. But to me, what most people don't know about this story, I think her name was Krista Mangum, the lady who made the accusation.
Yep.
Most people do not know what happened to her after this. Where is she now? She's
Locked
in jail.
up,
She's locked up. What did she do?
stabbed her man.
She stabbed her man. And the thing about it, if you go find the case, because they've had on there's maybe still on YouTube, they had the testimonies, everything uploaded on YouTube. You can watch it. I watched it. I was like, oh crap.
You mean her violent history of doing
Her
things like that?
violent history. Yes, because I thought was crazy was that she killed her current boyfriend, but she almost killed her prior boyfriend.
Yep.
And the boyfriend was on the stand giving testimony, and he didn't even want to be there.
Yep.
He had, and he was
He was
telling the story.
literally he was still scared of her.
Yes, and the story was almost similar to what she actually did in the
Yep.
future.
Yep.
She got
it was
upset.
almost
She grabbed a knife and she tried to stab him, but luckily this guy he was able to escape from her, able to get out of the apartment and leave. The other guy, he wasn't so lucky.
nope.
So that's one of those things of. But for some reason, I don't understand why you can't punish proven liars. It's not like you don't have evidence that they lied.
No, actually you can. it's up to the DA to go ahead and do it.
Well, yes, that's the thing. Yes, because I heard the argument that, well, if you punish her, even though she's a filthy liar, it will tell women who actually been assaulted that they won't come and tell their story.
Which
But I
to
don't
me,
understand that. Like,
which to me, that's a cop out and a lie ass excuse.
yeah,
Because what you're gonna do is no, you won't stop the women who've actually been abused. What you're gonna do, you're gonna stop the bullshitters.
yeah,
You're gonna stop the liars. See that's one of those things where it's gonna stop. It's the same logic that they use what they try to use to shame content creators and people that are pro Johnny. They're
yeah,
bashing they're bashing victims. No. They bashing Amber Heard. She ain't a
yeah,
victim.
yeah.
Bashing Johnny is bashing the victim. That's victim shaming.
Mm-hmm.
What I was trying to say is we are bashing the woman. I don't give a damn. They want equal rights, then you got to take equal criticism.
Yeah.
When you come forward lying, then damn it, deal with it.
And here's the thing that I like women, a lot of women who, there's a lot of women who do understand this concept already. But some women haven't experienced it yet. They don't have an idea what it's like to be a man. It's like once you understand some of the things that we go through, and say sometimes they think like, oh, being a man is easy. Well, I'm not saying being a woman is easy. I'm sure there's things and things you have to deal with, circumstances that we don't have to. But it also, on the other foot, there's things that we deal with that women don't have to. And like one of those things is if you want someone to care about how you feel, your emotions and concern, there are few, as a man, there are few people who are going to be concerned about your well-being.
Yeah.
Generally, even if it's a guy who's not attracted to you, if he sees a woman in distress, he will have some level of sympathy for her. And for a guy, man up, deal with
it. Yep, that's exactly it.
Why are you crying? Oh, my friend died. Oh, man up. We're like, whoa, you can't even have a moment. And I think some women don't understand it. Some women do.
They don't because to them it's an exaggeration. To them, when we say we got to man up, or we literally tell them we don't have a minute, and we'll explain it the same way you did, Frosty. We can explain it the exact same way, and they don't get it. To them, it's no, it's not like that. It can't, because what did we say earlier? The way women understand and process things are different from the way men understand and process things.
Like
women live in exaggeration and hyperbole. Example, when a woman says, oh, I don't need anything for my birthday or Mother's Day, that means you better go all out.
Yeah.
When men say that, we mean we don't want anything. We're good.
Yeah.
But they don't. You got to understand. So when you tell a woman, we're not telling them, we told a man up. In their mind, they're going, oh, so your friend gave you a pat on the back? No, bro. No. We are told to man up.
Yeah. Now stop feeling. You need to get yourself together ASAP and get back to work. We need you to start go out to the fields and pick that cotton.
Boy, you always got to take it a step too far, don't you, Frosty?
Yeah, my bad. But that's what it feels like.
Yeah, no, you're right, though. You're right.
But that's why I got a big heart for men's issues, is because so many men do not share their experiences. They have hold everything inside for most of their life. But it makes sense to me why sometimes all of a sudden somebody just snaps. Like a guy, he just snaps. He may not snap on other people, but he will just, once he pushed too far in life and everything's going wrong, he's done. And he checks out. He's trying to get out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Willard Smith.
Yeah. Some dudes just check. They had enough, and you do some of the most irrational things possible because you're not thinking rationally.
No, it's all emotion now.
All pure emotion. You see something and you just do it, and then once you come back to your senses, you like, crap, what the hell did I just do?
Yep.
But in that moment, it's like like anxiety or something or depression. And like sometimes it could be an onset thing, it could be a prolonged thing or whatever. There's different ways this thing goes. Like you see darkness, you don't see the light, and if you don't see the light, you get to a point where you don't care anymore. If you don't care anymore, you're gonna do anything. So that's why I have a heart for a lot of men, because if you're wrong, you're wrong. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
And some people try to make it a convoluted issue.
And
If
it's really
something's
not.
right,
It's not.
yeah.
It's not.
If it's right,
It
it's
really
right. If
is.
it's wrong, it's wrong.
I watching that trial or
Mhm.
listening to that, it takes me back to my case when I was fighting for custody of my oldest daughter.
Mhm.
Some of the things that my baby mama said about me were absolutely horrendous. It was terrible. But it's one of those things where, because she's the female, even though there was evidence telling the contrary to show she's a liar, it was still, I still got the side eye. So when that believe all women, that's one of the biggest bullshit lies being told to America. Believe all women is nonsense. I am
Because
going to I'm going to listen to to both sides,
Mhm.
gather evidence and facts.
Mhm.
That's who I believe. But just say because you have a vagina, I should believe you. Get the hell out of here. That's going to do it for this segment of Free Mind Thinkers. If you like what you heard, don't forget to hit that like button. If you want to hear more of it, go ahead, hit the subscribe while you're at it. And please feel free to comment on anything that you hear. And as we always say here at Free Mind Thinkers, listen less, learn more. Don't forget that you can find us on all your social media platforms: Getter, Gab, Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute. And we are podcasts on several media platforms. Make sure you check out full episodes there in the podcast section or wherever you may get your favorite podcasts. Until the next time, y'all stay up.